Oh, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Hawks, here on the show is the one and only Albert, who's popped in as a late substitute. Thanks very much, mate. How we doing?
I'm good, pal, and you're welcome. Nice day today. Let's go on with this, mate. Looking forward to it.
Two big stories broke the day, mate. Two big stories, yeah?
What was the two big stories?
Well, the first story was the biggest story of the day wasn't the Edmonton House. People getting to see it. Was people at Aldi's trying to get Wacko biscuits. And the biggest sporting story of the day is so far, Southside Super 6 in early kickoffs. He's got 2 out of 2 so far.
Oh, how was Leicester score?
They've just scored, mate. They're winning 1-0. Anyway, I've got today's team over. Are you ready?
Go for it.
McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Davis, Barisic. No surprise, yeah?
No.
Right. Kamara and Jack. Tillman, Cantwell, Kent and Morelos.
I think that's a wee bit of a surprise.
So, as we've been playing the two, I still say it is the 4-2-3-1. Usual back four. Obviously, Jack and Kamara. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
With Tillman in front of him. I would say Cantwell on the right, Kent on the left, and Alfredo Fernellis through the middle. Substitutes of John McLaughlin, Lundstrom, Hadji, Kolak, Sands right, Fashion Jr., Alfield, and Devine. Yeah, I think, I've got to be honest with you, no problem with John Lundstrom getting a rest, but I think Fashion's a wee bit unlucky. Albert?
I don't like that. I don't think the wee man deserves that. If there's nothing wrong with him when he's fit enough, he should be in that team by now. Because he, as I said before, out of the three forwards so far, if you're treating Kent, Morelos, and him as the forwards, he's the most effective. Mate. There's no doubt about it. He causes them his havoc. He influences the game more than the other two. I know the other two have scored goals and are starting to influence the game, but he's still better at doing it than them two. At the moment, that is. But anyway, that's it. So you may have known the wee man would get dropped. It's just inevitable, isn't it? But I'm glad Lundstrom get dropped as well, because he was due to get dropped. So was Kent, to be honest with you. I think he's due a wee rest as well. And I thought he might have been a bit bold today and dropped him as well, if he was putting Cantwell in. I tipped Cantwell to play. I mean, he's trying to give the crowd a wee bit of lift, a wee bit of a boost. You know what I mean? To see a new signing. You there?
That'll be the two talking points of the team. Cantwell starting, Fashion no playing, yeah?
Yeah. I may hurt me Cantwell. I'm no saying he shouldn't start. I say that. In fact, I tipped him to start. So I just don't like the way they treat the wee boy, the wee man, Sakal. I just don't like it. I think it's a raw deal.
I don't think you'll be alone in that thinking. All right, we'll get these phone lines open, yeah? See what people think. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
I'll just give the team again. McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Davis, Barisic, Kamara and Jack with Tillman, Cantwell, Kent and Morelos substitutes, McLaughlin, Lundstrom, Hadji, Cholak, Sands, Wright, Fashion Jr., Arfield and Devine. So there's players coming back left, right and centre, Albert.
Good to see. Did you say Hadji and Roof? Did you say Roof was on the bench? Oh.
The substitutes are McLaughlin, Lundstrom, Hadji, Cholak, Sands, Wright, Fashion Jr., Arfield and Devine.
Right. It's good to see Hadji back, isn't it?
I think hopefully we get some minutes, we can get some goals and we can relax and we can get players on the pitch. We've not really been able to do that, mate. Every game's been, even though we've played well at times, we've not put it to bed where you can make, you can use the 5 subs, right, half, on, 5 substitutes.
Yeah. We've not been comfortable in games. And in fact, I don't think, is there any game since Beale's been there that we've been comfortable in that we've seen it right out? I'm talking about seeing it out early.
I think, yeah,
Aye, well, I suppose, aye. But, aye, can you give the subs a chance to go on. Don't get me wrong, he still uses them anyway. For sometimes you say, well, we don't know about that. But so far, so good. He's got it all right, so I'm not going to complain about that. But I'd just like to see a comfortable win today. I think it will do the world a good. It will do the confidence of the whole squad a world of good. You know what I mean? Just boost them and let them feel that. Let them feel what it like it is to be in a title race, to actually get after this. Let's start getting after this title and showing that we want to win it.
Yeah. Aye. It's all about just 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. Anyway, talking about title contenders, we've been joined by Andy Felix. How we doing, Andy?
Afternoon, boys. I'm not surprised that Campbell got a start right enough. But at the expense of Sashin, no, I'm not feeling that one. I don't think that's right at all. That boy's probably sitting there. I know it's only one game and he wants to get him in, but he's probably sitting there thinking, here's a Gio situation possibly arising again. Don't see that at all. The guy's playing well. We know what his qualities are, and his qualities are no. But I can't see that, man. But I see that him starting for, like I've said through the week to the guys, maybe get him on 50, 60 minutes, get him used to, Scotland, starting from the same pace as everybody else in the team. I can see the logic in that. But I would have taken Kent out and I'd have put Campbell there and left Sashin where he is. And it looks like on the bench there, we've brought one in, that Lowry's been taken out of the bench, so he's falling further behind us. Actually, we get the other couple of players as well. That's just my wee take, but that's bad. That's bad with Sashin. I'm not feeling that. That's not having a gripe with it. That's not good. That's not good. The guys have nothing to warrant that. Listen, whether it's negative or not, it's not right. You don't do that to people. A guy's got in, he's out of his place.
Sashin could have a wee thing that he just makes.
Well, I thought you'd come back with some excuse. Well, I'm sticking with what I'm sticking with. That's not good.
Quite right, mate. Quite right.
You two positive blokes. Listen, I'm not surprised Lowry will be away playing with the B team, maybe King as well, mate. Obviously, it's not just Cantwell. Hadji's come back in as well, so the numbers are increasing, and they'll be harder. You only can get in and merit all there.
That's that, mate. And I think a boy Devine needs to waken up. I think a boy needs to waken up. If he really wants to play for the Rangers, he needs to waken up. And it's new. It's no like next year or the following year. It's new. Wake up now, son. Look at these boys that they're bringing in. If they bring the boy Raskin in, if they bring Hadji and Tillman, they're all young fellas now. I mean, they're all young boys. They're all doing the business. They're fighting for first team football. They're fighting for a position in the team. It seems to be like Lowry's treated like a wee project. We'll see what the boy can do. He's 20, was it 21 now? He should be 19. Is it 19?
19, I think
well, now's the time. And if I was him, I wouldn't want to go and play the B team anywhere. I'd be saying, I want to compete for a first team place all the time, no some of the time, all the time. But you need to do it, as you said. You need to be good enough, so you need to show that you're good enough in training and when you get your chances. So I'm concerned about the boy. I like the boy, I think he's a good player, but he needs to now stamp his authority.
We'll see what it takes us. The back four settled, Andy. It must be the main.
Yeah, no surprises there. I would have thought, personally thought, my head thought it would have gone practically with the same team as he went last week. We're bringing Campbell on. But, game is still, he told us, didn't he? He told us there'll be no guys just coming to sit on the bench. They're going straight into the team. Well, he stuck to his word there, didn't he? Did he put him straight in?
Well, he said no fillers, they'll be first
team.
No
fillers, yeah, aye.
They'll be first team players. Aye, obviously, there's 2 changes for last week, yeah? It's pretty. Yeah, well, nine of the players started. Obviously, he's took Lundstrom out.
Well, I'm not unhappy about that, right?
Is there any of your players you like?
I like the colours that they play in, right? And when they start giving us what I expect of a Rangers player, I'll praise them all. But no, come on, the Scouse guy's done nothing for weeks.
He's not played well since the All-Firm game, if I'm being honest.
No.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, all bad, but let's see how Jack and Kamara are a wee bit more mobile than Lundstrom, aren't they?
Aye, the problem we've got with the three of them is none of them go by the forward. That's the problem. They're not that type of players. It's not him to them. That's just that. They're not that type of player. But he did say in the three, when he mentioned all the forwards the other day there in his interview, that he said it's going to be two. It's always going to be two. They three are going to get into the team. So for that point of view, you might, and if that wee boy does sign, and it's a big if, it'll be four of them now. So I definitely think one will go immediately this window if they sign that boy. So it doesn't matter what you do, is it? Kamara and Jack have had their time as far as I'm concerned, so we know what they can do, and they can fall asleep in the game as well. So we need the fresh blood in there. But as you say, they're a bit more mobile. I don't think they're getting any more willingness to go to force forward. Like Lundstrom. Lundstrom's not got that. He really doesn't. He's got the ability to do it, but he doesn't really want to do it. So maybe that's instructions. Maybe I'm being a disservice to the boy, but maybe he's following orders now. But I like him when he actually grabs it, the game by the scruff of the neck, forces and drives us up the park. He's a different player altogether if he does that.
Aye, this playing deep between the centre halves, and that means the midfield short, if I'm being honest. Anyway. So, do you see the shape? I know you're not. I know the only experts that you're shaped in is 32, 34, 36 double D, Andy. But
I've never had a problem with my lady with him. Don't worry about that. Like, I don't have to worry about
that. but you see that we'll keep the same shape today.
Well, it depends what mood she's in.
I'm talking about football, not you.
I know you are. I've just got so on my mind that the man Scott did right enough the other night, and it keeps flicking into my head. I can't get rid of it. But yeah, right, let's get back to football. Oh dear. Well, I think it'll be the same system that he's been playing, won't it? I mean, I'm quite excited about this guy, although he's not played a lot of games. I said to Shug, I didn't realise it was the guy that gave Man City a hard time when they were in the Premier League and had some good reviews, didn't he? So I didn't know what I worry about. He's a bit slight. I think the defenders up in Scotland might just want to test him out early doors, but that'll be good for him because if he can stand up to that, and hopefully we'll have a player on Moranzi.
Aye, but Alex Lowry could hide behind the ball there. He is slight.
Oh, I mean, aye. He's a brid to gave Lindy a pound note, isn't he? He's it's ability, isn't it? If you learn how to use your body right, and you've got skill, which he has, you can be a really good player, professional player. There's plenty of Lee Modric and people like that. I mean, they're all slight, but they're all brilliant football players, and they know how to do it.
You need that upper body strength in the modern game, mate.
Aye, well, I suppose it doesn't. It's no harm. No, I mean, it'll not cause you any harm if you've got it. I mean, I remember Tavernier saying to Lowry when he was walking through the Auchenhowie, "Have you done your gym work yet?" Emphasising on that you've no get in there and get it done. But he did. He said he had done it. So so you need to get that upper body strength, I suppose. Aye.
All right. Right. So Alfie up front, Cho on the bench. We've got two centre forwards back. We've not played for a week, so hopefully Alfie's firing on all cylinders. Any of the aches and pains have disappeared. Cho let's get more fitness under his belt. All better. But things are moving.
Definitely, in the right direction, mate. So I'm expecting all these players to put a performance in there. I really am. I'm expecting them all to full throttle. I don't want any half measures of it. It's got to be full throttle. I don't want any excuses for, we couldn't get the pace picked up. They're a difficult team to break down. I don't want any of that nonsense. That Considine, all these has-beens in that team, these stupid wee boys for Celtic and things like that. I don't want any excuses. Just run right out of the tap of them. Get it done. And get it done quickly.
And keep doing it. If we get the goals, keep scoring and there.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it this way, right? And if we play it today, if we can come out and sort of relax and play decent football, get it down to 6. Anything can happen tomorrow. If it's down to 6, it's far different, isn't it? It's a different game set, different mindset. We get it at 6 tonight, we're having to go out. You never know. They might drop a couple of points. And then hopefully drop another couple of points. We start coming. Things look strange. We're not getting in this league. We're not born like that. We still think we've got a chance here. He tells you differently, but I'm not getting it. And get it down to 6 tonight. It looks better for me. You know, and then we see what they do tomorrow night. Tomorrow, whenever they play.
You can only influence what you can influence, Albert.
That's that. I mean, you're going to your own results, so make sure you get your do the job. It's not cliches, isn't it? They all just apply here. Get the job done. Concentrate on your own game. Score as many goals as you can. Blah blah blah. Don't concede. Blah blah blah. But it's just that you're looking for it's the attitude I'm looking for. The real desire to go and win a league and win 2 cups. That's what I'm looking for. You can see it in them. And don't get me wrong, with it, the game up in Aberdeen proved that it's in there, the desire to go and win. Some players weren't up that night, and some of them were, I don't know. But we, Arfield, come on and made a hell of a difference. So it's that fighting attitude that I like. Never say die. We're no getting beat. That's the end to it. But as far as I'm concerned, now that he knew he's got a sign in, he might have 2 or 3 in, we don't know, we'll see. This is the start of the season for me. This is us really now start to kick on now. Really start to kick on, because the first half of the season has not been very good. We've done enough to get us into our final, we've done enough to get us into the next round of the Cup, but we're behind in the league. For Europe, it was a disaster. But to be fair, I mean, it was a makeshift defence for most of the games. No, I mean, you can't. But we don't get cut any slack about that for anybody. But that's a fact. And it did play a big factor in it. So let's go on with the season now. This is the starting now, mate. As far as I don't know how you feel about it, but this is it for me now.
Well, his era, it's a Michael Beale era. Obviously, 9 games ago it started. It started well, Andy, as far as results are concerned. You know,
yeah, definitely. Well, that's it. I mean, they've got, as Albert said there, he's totally right. You know, we've got to we say it every week, don't we? Attitude and all that. But they have to open up now and start getting you better football. I mean, even the fact that they're making chances, they're just not taking them. You don't score goals, you don't get points, you don't win games. Unfortunately for a while, we're finding a way out of it at the moment. But we're better than what we are, you know, relative to what any of us think out there about the players, their attitude or whatever. They are better than what they are, and that's the thing that's more annoying. I mean, a good result today. I think we're real test after the Phil's game here. This is going to be we're real test in midweek against Hearts. I really do. I want to see they're going to stand up in that one. But let's, as you say, I tend to jump on and one game on, don't I? Let's get this game done, and then we can talk about, you know, the midweek game. But I'm looking forward to that one in midweek.
Aye, but we need to get, well, the way the season's been going, we need to get this game out of the way and see who's fit.
Yeah.
Aye, well, there's a thing in it. It's always down to fitness, isn't it? It just seems to be that way this season. We've always got injuries. Everybody's got injuries. It's just part and parcel of football. But we just seem to have got a hell of a lot of bad ones. You pick up nicks and kicks and scratches and stuff like that. We just seem to pick up serious injuries all the time. But it's not. So we'll see. I hope they're all back soon, and I hope they all stay fit. Not just for the rest of this season, for the rest of the time at Rangers, because we really can't afford this emergency Ward 10 nonsense any longer. We need to get them all fit and playing. And if you look at it with Roof and all that, Hellander and all that, they're all good players. Well, there's no doubt about it, they're all good players. And if we had them all fit and on the park, we'd have a decent team.
Well, I'll give you the team. I'll give you the team. It's McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Davis, Ben Davis, and Barisic. Kamara, Jack, and Tillman, Cantwell, Kent, and Morelos. 2 changes for last week's starting lineup. John Davis comes out for Glenn Kamara, and Todd Cantwell comes in for Fashion Jr. On the bench, McLaughlin, Lundstrom, Hadji. Good to see Hadji back. Cholak, Sands, Wright. Always well turned out. Fashion Jr., Arfield, and Devine. Michael Beale slowly making his mark. Todd Cantwell comes in, slowly making his mark. It's becoming his era, slowly, Andy.
Yeah, well, he's going to do that. He talks a good game. I think he's too open at times, but that's the way he is. I mean, anything would be open compared to what we got off of Gio right enough. I think if he gets his right men, I think he'll have a good shot at it. I mean, we've got to get this one right, really, because if we don't, then you would really worry, wouldn't you? So I think he's got ranges at that. I'll say that. I think he gets us, which is not a bad thing. I think we've had far too many people at the club that's not got us over the last few years. I think this guy gets, and I think he wants us to go, and he believes Rangers should be at the top. So you can't get pull back against that. The guy seems to want the right things done for the club. Hopefully, Wilson and that will back him with the players that he's all back for his team, and it really will be goal, won't it?
All right, Aussie JR, can you phone back in? There's issues, mate. Just phone back in.
Oh no, not that banger. Murdered me, that's right.
There's a thread runs through your acquaintances, but there we go.
No, dearie me. Oh.
Albert, the back four, I've not checked out, maybe for during the week. I mean, we're having a bit of stability there. But then again, if you look at it, the boy Ridvan, hamstring. They said it's the worst hamstring possible,
I'm laughing because you really can't make it up, can't you? If it's the worst injury, that particular injury, we get it. It's a guaranteed certainty. We don't get it's a minor one. We always get the extreme one. But it's the back four, the goalkeeper on the back four. You need them to stay a bit of stability in there. And Davis and what do you call him? Goldson are looking a bit more solid now. Two fullbacks are the two fullbacks. They're posted missing most of the time. Rightly so, because that's the style he's wanting to play. They're up the park. They can't be two places at the one time. But at least it's a continuity with selection now. So there's none of this. The boy Sands needs to step in there, or we need to bring the boy King in and put him into a situation that's no ideal. I mean, don't get me wrong, the day's game is the ideal situation for somebody like King. The boy is getting thrown into like Liverpool and Napoli and all that, these type games. And don't get me wrong, you've done okay. But it's stability. That's the thing, isn't it? That's the key thing.
Okay, we've been joined by Aussie Gia. Good evening to you, Aussie Gia.
Actually, it's good morning. How are you? How's everyone?
All right, it will be. Sorry about that. It will be. Sorry. How are you doing, mate?
I'm all right. G'day, Andy. How are you?
Yeah, it is play nicely, will you?
What do you think of the team, Aussie? What do you think of the team?
I'm quite excited. We have a couple of creative players on the field, which I was sort of expecting Andy to be happy about, but
Andy and happiness don't go hand in hand. All bears a bit
yes,
better, but not much, They don't do positivity, but you're right. Behind Morelos, there's three creative players: Cantwell, Tillman,
exactly.
and Ryan Kent.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we need when we need to break down these teams that sit back and park the bus. I'm looking forward to the game.
All right.
It'll be good to see Cantwell.
Aye.
How he plays.
I thought we would see him today. I'm actually, as I said last night, I'm surprised he starts. Albert?
I'm excited to see him myself, mate, because I really do think the boy will be a player. I really do. I've got a feeling that this boy is going to be a right good player. They're starting to fear him already when they've got their gimps out in the paper saying, "Oh, he's this, that, and that," and starting to slag him already. So you've struck gold. The same as they've done with Morelos right at the beginning. No, I mean the boy's a good player, so let's attack him right away for the start. He's this, that, and the next thing. So they're starting it with Cantwell now. So that in itself is a good omen that we've got a real good player in our hands here. And I hope the boy fills the potential that he was shown down south. Don't get me wrong, he played in the Premiership. You know what I mean? He's a good player. What I remember him bursting onto the scenes is he's a decent player. So good. I'm looking forward to seeing him, especially. I'm looking forward to him and Tillman linking up, and Kent, I suppose, but definitely him and Tillman to see the kin play together. It's important that they actually they dovetail each other. You know what I mean?
That's 2 of the Super 6 up. The games are finished. He's now on his Fab 4. If you put a money on it, you get the bookie and you win. You get less money back and you put on. He's went for that short of odds, Andy.
That's all about it. Hey, by the way, just cutting in there, Scott, I am happy, by the way. I'm lucky to be alive with you guys, so cut that one out, right?
Right. We've got the St Johnstone team. It's Matthews, Brown, Constantine, Gordon, Montgomery, Phillips, McPherson, Halber, Wright, Clark, and McLennan. So they've got a couple of changes for last week, but I would imagine all they'll set up the same as normal.
Was that? They took a couple of forwards off and put a couple of defenders on. Because I don't think they were a defensive enough last week.
Well, we're at the bottom of the league. You think they might come out and try and get some points now? Because they no cups to play for or anything, have they? So you'd think they'd try, but you'll know they'll know. But if they came out, that would hopefully leave, Lascelles to get about them and hopefully get a few goals out of them. But I can't see it, can you? I think they'll sit behind the ball, wouldn't they?
I think you're right there. Scott, these games, it could be, you just change the colour of the strips. The movies are all the same, eh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, St Johnstone, yeah, it's not surprising that they've made the way they play. I mean, they won't come out because that's not in their DNA. It's just how they play. They play defensive and look to score on the counter attack or a ball over the top, and that's how they play. I mean, sometimes they get lucky, but most of the time they don't. But they don't change, and this is what we face almost every week, or a couple of times a week, some weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their mindset is. All there, no.
As somebody said last night, it's about steining a job, isn't it? That's basically it. And they just want to stein a job, and if they can sneak a point, get a draw, it's a bonus for them. And I'm talking about an actual bonus cash-wise, and if they get a victory, it's a bigger bonus. So there's that, but it's dreadfully watch. It's the fact that we just want to watch a game of football, and it's very rarely you actually see a game of football with two teams going at it. And it's refreshing when you do see it. That's how we're surprised at the European games, when you actually see a team attacking you. It's quite refreshing to watch it.
Aye, some of the European teams attacked us too much, but that's another story. Right, people joining late, the teams: McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Davis, Barisic, Kamara, Jack, Tillman, Todd Cantwell, Kent and Morelos. Substitutes: McLaughlin, Lundstrom, Yanis Hadji, Cholak, Sands, Wright, Fashion Jr., Arfield and Devine. So, there'll be a few talking points out there.
Aye, it's basically about Cantwell and Hadji coming back, basically, because the rest of the team we've seen umpteen times now, so we know what we get. I would like to see Cholak getting game time today. I must admit, I like the boy. I think, and I'd like to see him link. I hope Cantwell and him link up well, because I think Cantwell will read his runs better than anybody else. I'm expecting Tillman to eventually read his runs. Kent Disney read his runs, but I'd like to see Cantwell getting on. No Cantwell, Cholak getting on. I'd like to see him getting on at least half an hour. What's that, mate?
You said you might see Kent Cholak getting on.
Aye, I know. I'm too excited, mate.
I know that. Say Wacko biscuits, innit?
Aye.
Right, Andy, Morelos, he should get supply today with the people behind him, eh?
I would have thought so, right enough. Plus, he must be feeling better than what he has felt for a wee while, because he's actually scoring goals now, isn't he? Or, making a couple of chances. He just don't seem to get in the right. Some of them balls that go across, he should be standing there. He had a better goal tally. I did say the other night I thought he'd get a couple against Kilmarnock, and he did. So I'm hoping he gets. I like to see him get a couple of early doors, and then when he's on his hat, take him off and put Colac on. You know what I mean? But look, I think there's a lot being shouted about. You don't believe anything, do you, reading the paper? But his agent apparently pampering him out, and you know he's getting in, and if he is going to go in the next 2 or 3 days, and obviously he wants to be out there in a short window today. If he scores 2 or 3 goals, that's good for Rangers because we get them, and if he gets his move, then we get Alberta and get somebody else. And what natters me right enough is we're short here. It looks like we're going to be Morales and Kent are going to be there, and then they're just going to walk out the door at the end of it. And I don't sit.
I remember you predicted that about Golson as well, but you know, turn that frown upside down, Ozzy.
I'll tell you, you want me to turn the frown upside down when he gave him a 4-year contract?
Ozzy, you want your turn that frown upside down, Ozzy. You come in.
Yeah, the south side no have Sakala scored the first goal, did he?
Aye, that's how he's on the bench. Michael Beale heard it. Was he?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he should. When you got those 3 creative players behind you, you would think that there'd be plenty of opportunities for Alfie to take it and get some shots, and hopefully he puts it in the back of the net. And I mean, I'm predicting at least 3 or 4-0 because I can't see them getting a goal. I mean, our back five are very secure at the moment. So,
all right.
Yeah.
You got a bet on the day, Andy?
Yeah, I went. I only got 71 for 4-0. I think it went up to 40. I think it went up to 45 for 4-2. I don't know why I put that on, right? Because I meant to put 5-1, but I had half a bottle of vodka and when I walked up there earlier on, like. So I think I got a bit confused, which don't take a lot of Scott will tell you. But no, I think we'll get 4 today. I'd like to see that. A good result because I'm really looking forward to the midweek game. As I say, I know I'm jumping ahead, but that for me is going to be a real test. So a good win today sets us up for a good
start
test.
running about that at 5 o'clock the night. You know,
yeah, that's it.
I want a performance. Obviously, I've been saying about goals all better, and goals change games. If we get that second goal and then we get the third one, the energy saps out the other team, and the game becomes easy for you. You go in and score more goals.
That's it, mate. That's the thing. We're struggling with it. It's that's how I want Cholak on the park. You know what I mean? Because if you feed him, he'll score. I'm not quite sure of Morelos. If you feed him, he scores. But Cholak, I'm more than confident that boy scores. So the goals are there. They get Roof back as well. The goals are there. Big Tillman scoring, Lisa Carla scoring. And so the goals are there. It's just a question of applying yourself and scoring them. It's so frustrating. It really is so frustrating. Especially if we are creating a lot of chances. I don't think we create that many chances right enough. But with this team and this setup, we can't well in the team. I think now we'll start creating a lot of chances. That's what I'm expecting today anyway.
Aussie's chair?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually wondering who's going to be the whole midfield. Is it going to be Kamara or Jack? I mean, hopefully it's not both of them, because I mean that's not how we should be playing there at Ibrox. So yeah, it's like, but I mean, Cholak. I mean, as old Bear says, if Cholak gets on, hopefully he gets the same service that Alfie gets, and he can bang in a couple of goals as well.
Yeah. So I'll be hoping to see Hadji today. I'm hoping he gets at least 15 minutes on the park. At least 15 minutes, you know. He's coming back for a long layoff. Andy? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I'd like to see him come on for a good 15, 20 minutes, right enough. I mean, he's got something. What will be interesting to see for himself, we'll see how his knee sticks up. Obviously, he'll be doing the training, but you know, the real stuff's when he crosses the white line. So it'll be good to see if he can stand up to 20 minutes of football and first game back, because it is a new reconstruction. So you don't know how that's going to react. So yeah, let's get him on at some stage, but only Rangers are doing very, very well, you know, we've got a few goals, you know, it's tight and all that. I don't think that would be a good idea. You know, we need to get a game won first and get it won well, and then we can, you know, try out Hadji. I do think it's a good idea. It's got to be a plus him coming back if he comes back, you know, like fit and the operation's been a success. We want him to do well, don't we? We want them all to do well, really, but, you know, if we can get him on today, that would be nice. Yeah, I would like to see that.
Albert?
It'd be good to see him on. He deserves it to be going on. I mean, nobody deserves to get through and through, you know what I mean? So he deserves to be. I'd like to see what kind of player he's going to be now. I think he'll be the same type of player. He was never blessed with a great amount of speed, so I don't think that's going to affect him. But on his game, he can influence games, mate. He really can. But it would be good to see him on it. It really would. And as Andy said, I hope we'll get the game put to bed. To allow him to get on, because I think that's the only time he will get on. If we've not got that game put to bed, I don't think you'll see him. But I'm hoping we're 4 or 5 up, and then they stick him on.
I'm looking forward to seeing him at some point. Looking forward to see him and Chola go in the park. That's many of our injured players coming back. We'll get players there. It might be a good thing if John Lundstrom gets a rest as well. You know, because we've heard and we've been informed by the manager that he's been playing with a knock. I'll not say an injury, with a knock. You know, so obviously that'll be, if he doesn't play the day, that'll be a good 10 days break before the Hearts game. So that can only be a positive thing as well if he's getting fitter as well, Andy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I want them all coming back now and fit. The problem we've got with it is that they've been out a long time, so he's going to have to be wise with the game time. You know, they might bring them straight back in and something else snaps. It's not like these players are going to come in and you know, we're suddenly going to take off, because they've been out too long, so they have to be managed well. But what we need to do is get them off the injury list and make sure they stay off it. I mean, there's no guarantees in that, but I will give you that. I mean, I've never known injuries this bad at Rangers. I mean, what the hell's going on there? I don't know. We're missing something, and you know, in the back rooms. Well, we must be, and the doctors can't be in that.
If they were all the same, you would have, you know, you take Hadji's injury, yeah, you bumped into somebody in a game, innocuously looked at the time, hobbled round the park, and the next thing he's out for a year.
Yeah.
Different medical staff there. There's a boy, Ridvan, hamstring, severe hamstring, bang, different. But none of the 2 injuries have been the same, Albert, have they?
No, they've not, mate. And I don't know if that's a good thing, isn't it? Because if you're getting a run of injuries all the same, well, no, you could actually sort that out, couldn't you? You can say that we're doing something wrong. It's the fact that it's all these different injuries is not so good then. It's just unfortunate. It's one of these things. It's just unfortunate. But the trouble I've got is the length of time it's taking to get players back. I mean, that boy Ericsson at Man U, he actually died on the park and he's back playing. I mean, the boy died on the park and he's back playing, and we've got players who are injured all this time. You're saying, what's happening here? There's something not right with the medical staff. I don't care what anybody says. What's happening with these players? Especially, not so much Hadji, but like Helander and Suter and Roof and players like that. You're going, well, what exactly is their problem? I mean, they never tell you anything. That's just the Rangers' way at the moment. They just never tell you anything.
It's not just the Rangers' way, mate. I've been reading some articles about other teams saying the same, and people are saying some players don't want their medical things discussed, and that's the end of it. You know?
But it's not really fair on the fans. We just sit there and go, what's up with him?
You don't. When you worked there and you were off sick, they didn't put your sick line up in the wall for everybody to see, did they?
Aye, but it's a different thing, isn't it? If it's something. No, if it's something.
Whether you like it or no, mate, you're just an employee.
Aye, but at the end of the day, they've got to let you know if it's a football injury. If it's something else like an illness, aye, fair enough. You don't have to know that. But if it's an ankle injury or a ribs injury or a roof at the moment, an arm, they can tell you that. But they don't ever. They'll just he's out for this amount. In fact, they don't even tell you that. You just own and own and own, and then you forget about players. Then they come back into our heads, and you go, oh, by the way, what happened to so and so? And that's when the questions like Helander, we forgot about Helander for ages.
No,
And then you go,
I don't think we'll see him in a blue strip again. Do you, Andy?
No, not at all. I mean, it's a lot of money there for nothing. And Jason, the last one that he turned out was in the cup game. He only went up in the air for an header and we've no seen him since. I didn't even see where it's the same one with Lawrence. I mean, I didn't even realise he got injured in any of them games. At the length of time he's been out. That's been a shock to me.
I don't think he got injured at the game. I think he got injured at training.
Was it training? All right.
The second injury, didn't he? He was coming back to say, and then he had a second injury. Bad luck, Aussie Ger, just bad luck, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I could throw in another name that's named Offerball. I mean, he's been on our books since Gerard been there. Yeah. I know he's got a heart problem, but I mean,
we'll never see him play.
We haven't heard anything about him.
No,
I mean,
I don't think you
so
will.
I don't think. Yeah. So he's just been getting paid for 4 years, sitting on his derriere and doing nothing, watching the games.
How did they miss that one? That's the one I did. They hear me, the boy. I've got nothing but good thoughts towards the boy and good hopes that he makes a full recovery, whatever illness he's got. But how did they miss that? I mean, what's going on with that one? That's a serious one. How did they miss that?
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially playing devil's advocate. He didn't have it when he had his medical and it happened in the pre-season, mate.
Well, we don't know because we don't know what the actual problem
you'll
is.
Never know, mate. You'll
never know. You'll never know. Unless he comes out and tells you. You'll never hear it for the club.
I think with the greatest respect to the boy, it's just an insurance job, yeah?
Aye, I think so myself, mate.
Aye. Anyway, you've went for 4-0 Aussie, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go 4-0. No, I'll take Alfie as first goal scorer, and I'll say Cantwell will get one of them.
I think Andy's went for a 3-2 St Johnstone win as normal.
I went for 7-0, mate. I'm sticking to my 7-0. Knew that Cantwell's playing.
Andy, what are you going for?
I'm going for 4-0. Let me just say I would never ever bat against my team. So let's get that one out of there before people start coming at me.
I know that, Andy. I know that.
You're well known for your positivity for the Rangers.
I know, but it's a good positive. You know, it makes you laugh or it makes people annoyed, but it does the trick.
Must have been the Rangers supporter in your school. Right, okay. I'm going to go between the twos. I'm feeling optimistic. I feel as if we're going to go out and play with a swagger. And I'll go for one more than used to, but two less than Albert.
Right. Going 5-0. Who's going to score first for you? Alfie?
No, Todd Cantwell. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be a dream start, wouldn't it? For him.
How's that grab you, Albert?
Aye, hope so, mate. Hope so. Yeah, I'm up and running. I think I'll go for Ben Davis to score the first one.
Jack.
Well, there you go. Your face. Well, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. We're going to go and watch the game, and we'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Thanks to Aussie, thanks to Andy, and the one and only Albert. Thanks to Fox for doing the technicals. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle. Take it away, Foxy boy.
Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue, the most successful team in football. We're Scotland's gallant few, though at times they have been hard, we've followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Scotland's gallant few. With Scotland's gallant few, who times they have been hard, will follow near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Whoa, whoa, whoa.